Hello, everyone, and welcome to video 2 in the series that I'm putting together for people who want to get into podcasting or blogging or sell digital products online. So, the next thing up is choosing a web host. Now, video 3 is going to be predicated on using the web host that I use, but you are more than welcome to choose whatever web hosting company you decide on. Here's some factors I take into consideration when choosing a web host. Obviously, price, bandwidth is going to be a big one, especially if your blog or podcast or product gets a lot of recognition. Storage space, you want to make sure you have enough room for your sites, which usually isn't a problem unless you're a podcaster. And if you're a podcaster, I really wouldn't recommend putting media files on a shared server. You can do that, but there are definitely some caveats to doing so. And honestly, a lot of web hosts don't want you to put media files on their servers. So underneath this video, I'll put a link to a specific media hosting company that I use. And I also will have a link to the web host company that I use. Service is the biggest thing that you're going to want to look into when you're picking a web host. I have been with probably about a dozen different web hosts since I started just creating content for the web. And boy, this is where a lot of web hosts fall down at. And my current host, who you can follow the link underneath this video to check out, their service is all in America. You know, not that that's a big deal, but for me it is. And they're on site, more importantly. So that means that they're where the servers are. So they have constant contact with what's going on. They don't have to wait hours to figure out what's going on or call this person and that person. They already have a heads up on what's going on. And then lastly for me is reliability. So I have to have a site that's up, and I have to be able to count on when I get extra traffic that they're going to be able to help me out. And a lot of shared web hosting companies, the more the merrier. They just cram people onto these servers, and you will just be overwhelmed. Sometimes your site will just be so slow. 10 seconds on some of my sites that are hosted elsewhere. Up to 10 seconds to load. And most people will leave if your site doesn't load in 5 seconds. So, and probably less than that now because we've become so impatient. But there's a lot to consider. If you want to read the article, it's on podcastdirector.com, and it's under how to. So how to choose a web host. You would just, you can read in depth what I say. You can choose to use the hosting service that I go with by clicking that link under this video, or you can go out and find whomever you need or whomever you desire. And then once you get that taken care of and signed up, let's go to the next video. Thanks for checking this out.